Breaking news, nigga. Breaking news. Shark needs no access to DJ Mother Academics. Woo! Woo! Oh my God. So I have to say that the first time I saw this whole thing, this is all kicked off. This whole squabble, this whole debacle kicked off from Sharp and DJ Academics and a conversation that Sharp was doing on No Jumper with Krishan Rock and Blueface, and there was some things said about DJ Academics being passive aggressive and all this kind of stuff. You know, the only thing that I really saw when I saw DJ Academics, when he started talking about Sharp,
call Daygo.
All I knew is that you know, I just imagined that, you know, DJ Academics was imagining his 16, 17-year-old self, you know, because this guy doesn't take DJ Academics to college. He takes DJ Academics back to high school. I'm gonna say that again. Sharp takes DJ Academics back to high school. And what an amazing opportunity this was for DJ Academics to get back at the little nothing ass niggas in high school. What an amazing opportunity this was for him to get back at all the little bully ass niggas in high school. Because let's just admit, Sharp is a big ass bully. That's really what he is. He's a big ass bully. You know, number one. Number two, you can't really talk to Sharp. Like a lot of us adults, a lot of us grown ass women, you know what I'm saying? I was married for 8 years to, I guess you could say, a sugar daddy, because he's 30 some years older than me. And it's like, I never dealt with a pimp. And Sharp makes me want to continue to not deal with the pimp. Like, he makes me want to continue to not deal with the pimp. Like, if anything, you need to be being managed, nigga. You are the one who needs some managing. Where's your Rumble? Where's your TikTok? Where's your badge on your, what's the little badge that they can have now on Instagram? Where's your bio badge? Sharp could have been made $100,000 off of himself over the past 2 years when this platform came to his snake ass. He could have made that money himself. He could have did that. You know, I was saying in my Facebook video the other day, when a woman kills a man, nobody cares if that man has mental issues. You know, in the manosphere, we hear a lot that, you know, men have mental issues and men can cry, and society tells men to not be able to cry. You know, when I think of a guy like Sharp, yes, men don't need to be able to cry. Men don't need to be able to expect people to care about their mental issues. I just want to say to the manosphere, it's guys like Sharp the reason why, you know, you guys are needing to have some type of space. You know, this guy was a pimp. He wants to hide behind bitches. One thing about DJ Academics, and this is why Sharp needs to understand that he needs to even stop talking about DJ Academics. He needs to leave that alone because he's looking like a sore ass loser. Not only is he looking like a bitch in this situation, he's looking like a sore ass loser. He needs to leave DJ Academics out of his mouth. Leave that man alone. I'm not going to say boy, because Sharp ain't nothing but 4 years older than Livingston Allen. Robert Deshaun Swanger is only 4, I think maybe 5 years older than Livingston Allen. That's DJ Academics' real name. That's his real name, Livingston Allen. And he needs to leave that guy alone because he is going to continue to embarrass Sharp if Sharp does not leave that guy alone. I'm not going to say young man. I'm not going to say boy. I'm going to say it how he is. Sharp needs to leave Academics alone. He needs to leave that man alone. Because at this time, he's looking like a man that's like just bothering another man. Like that's just some. It's some bitch type of shit. It really is some. It is some bitch type of behavior. It's bitchy behavior. This is a grown ass man bothering another grown ass man, and then expecting that other grown ass man to not get on his He expects DJ Academics to not get on his platform and talk shit about him. Well, I'm gonna tell y'all what's going on with DJ Academics. DJ Academics, he thinks about the little nothing ass little motherfuckers in high school who used to bully him and bother him. And let me tell you something, that's exactly where Sharp is taking him back to. And he's taking this time to really go in on Sharp. He's really went in on Sharp. He talked about suing Sharp, if he didn't stop with the herpes stuff. He's really going in on this guy, and he absolutely deserves to go in on that guy. Like, you remind him of being a high school player. I'm talking to Sharp. You remind him of being a high school player. That's what you remind him of. You don't remind him of his time at USC. You remind him of his time at Clayton High. That's what you remind him of. For real. That's what you remind him of.
Oh, Daygo.
That's what he remind him of, for real. That is what this guy is reminding this guy of.
Call Daygo. Call Daygo. Call Daygo. Call Daygo.
Shout out to no, I'm not gonna give no shout out to them because I don't think I'm not sure if Sharp is aware of. I don't think he's aware of that Call Daygo shit been out there. Like that anybody can go pick it up off the internet, pretty much. But yeah, there's a couple of sites where you can just go pick it up. You can just go pick it up. A couple of sites where you can just go pick it up. But anyway, yeah, I think that DJ Academics, he does. When he came across this situation, this little beef, this little internet squabble with Sharp, he really is. It's like for him, he's going back to high school. It's kind of like me when I got my 2022 Lexus. When I got that Lexus and I started working at the place I work at right now, there are women who are Black just like me who, they about to be 30 years old and all they got is a bunch of baby daddies. They coming up to this job, they coming up to this insurance job, in 2014 Hondas. Coming up here in 2014 Hondas. 2012 Mitsubishis. And here I am rolling up in a 2022 Lexus RX. Lexus with the sunroof top, with the fresh tags, with the fresh Texas tags, bitch. And you over there in your Honda, in your Hyundai. Oh, well, what else young Black women, young Black broke bitches like to drive? They love to drive. They love to drive. I tell you what, young Black bitches in my age bracket with no money, no ex-husband, them hoes love to drive them bitch ass Kias. Woo! They love to drive those bitch ass Kias. I'm telling you, it's the same dynamic. What Academics is going through with Sharp is the same dynamic. I see bitches at work who they remind me of bitches that I went to high school with. They don't remind me of bitches that I went to UNT with. They remind me of bitches that I went to fucking Central High with. That's what they remind me of. They remind me of them bitches, bullying ass, nothing ass hoes, and half them hoes be sitting up following my ass on Facebook or looking at my Facebook whenever they get a chance, trying to follow my internet activity. And finding out a bitch goes out to Vegas 3-4 times a year. A bitch done been to motherfucking Hawaii. A bitch done been to Vancouver, Canada. A bitch done been through motherfucking New York. A bitch done been through motherfucking Oregon, Portland, Oregon. A bitch done been through just traveling with my ex-husband, living my life. Got me some Gucci shit. Got me a little bit of Louis. And they be mad. Because what they do? They moved to Alabama. Got a baby daddy. But they're still a cool chick though. They're so much cooler than me because I grew up wearing skirts every day and I was the church girl as a kid, but yet I'm the one who's well-traveled and I'm the only Black woman that I know amongst, what was it, about 15 of us that was kind of cool together. I'm the only Black woman out of all 15 of us that's been married before the age of 30. And them hoes went on to become baby mamas to black bastards of America. So, as I sit here today and think about, the dynamic that is going on, I totally understand where DJ Academics is coming from, talking the way that he's talking about Sharp and moving around this situation the way that he's moving around it. One thing about it, Sharp, I said that time and time again about Sharp, that he could have been made $100,000. He could have been made it. He's all over the internet telling everybody, he owe me $100,000. He owe me $100,000. For real, jerk on everything. Jerk all Daygo, nigga. All Daygo. He's on her clowning. And it's like, man, when I think about the homegirls, when I think about the different bitches and shit like that acting clowning on me, and them hoes is still stuck. I'm not from Texas. Them hoes is stuck in the state that I'm from, or they in Alabama, or they struggling in Florida, or had to go back to Alabama, or they, they in Tennessee, or whatever little low ass state they in. Like, bitch, yeah, bitch, that's what you get. That's what happens, bitch. You're not making nobody feel no kind of way. Some of us in high school just kept our fucking cool and moved on with life. And when we got out of high school, we left it just right there, bitch. And that is what DJ Academics has had the opportunity to do to Sharp. That's what he's had the opportunity to do to this man. And this man, he can't even see that everybody is sitting back looking at him as a sore ass loser at this point. This man been sitting around talking about DJ Academics owe him $100K. Yeah, okay, keep talking. Because that man gonna be owing you $100K in the year 2043. You still gonna be bumping your gums about how he owe you $100K. And it's kind of silly because Sharp has been on the scene for over a year now. And he has not tried to pull in no extra income off of the hype and the fame that he's getting off of being on the No Jumper platform. And yet I couldn't manage Sharp. No, I couldn't manage a person like him. It's like he goes against success. It's like what he does, he tries to go against the grain on success because it's not successful to come up in the podcasting game, do your thing. And like I said, Sharp does have that fame spirit on him in his life. And a lot of people have been sifting that shit off of him, including AD and T-Rail. AD had him over there at Chug Unity. They just milked Sharp over there at Chug. They milked that man. And he don't even see that he's been milked. They straight up milked him. He don't even see that he was milked up over there at Chug Unity or Fig Unity, whatever the fuck it's called. And then T-Rails, he got Fig Unity. Yeah, he was over there at Chug Unity with AD. And then he went to Fig Unity one time with T-Rail and his girlfriend and his homeboy. And they milked Sharp. When Sharp stepped into that building, when he stepped onto that podcast, they went from having, I was sitting right there watching, and I didn't know who they were going to have in the building that evening. When Sharp stepped on that platform, they went from having 4,000 people watching to 7,000 people watching within 35 minutes. I sat there and watched that shit. That man was being milked. This nigga forget that he's a Virgo. Nigga, you are a Virgo. And for some reason, he got the fame spirit on his life. Sharp. He has that thing. His 10th house or his 11th house must be in Scorpio or some shit like that, because he got that fame spirit on his life. The nigga must have been born at 10 or 11 o'clock in the day. Yeah, he must have been born at 10 or 11 o'clock in the day or some shit, because he got that fame spirit on his life. And he let them niggas sift it out of him, and they done hype their channels up on what's shining through him. And he don't even realize that. But hey, he been a pimp for 18 years. Whatever you don't see, oh well, nigga. Whatever you don't see, nigga, oh well, okay? Oh well, nigga, oh well. Whatever you don't see, nigga, oh well. Nah, let me stop. Nah, but I mean, you can't really reason with a person like Sharp. I feel like the way he talks, Sharp is the kind of person that you would have to be very militant with a person like Sharp. Yeah, you would have to be very militant with someone like him. You cannot be soft and kind. He doesn't fair heed to warning. You know, that's not. You have to either show him with blunt force trauma or show him with brutality. He's the kind of person that he adheres to brutality. That's the kind of person that he is, and that has not worked out for him very well. And one thing about it with DJ Academics, with this little scuffle, this little internet scuffle he's had with DJ Academics, nothing has worked for Sharp's favor. Nothing really has worked out in his favor. I saw some of his views. I saw some of Sharp's views, that he did on DJ Academics recently. Let me see here. Let me go to it. And they have low views. From what I can see, they have low views. They have low views.
Call Daygo.
So you got 45,000 views so far on his latest stream about academics. Then he has 39,000 views on a stream about academics he did a month ago, or over a month ago now. Then he has another 28,000 views, or no, that's him talking about free games. So that one's not about academics. Then he has 52,000 views. Well, that was about him. Sorry, that's when everybody left no jumper. Yeah, so that's the reason why he got so many views on that. It was a combination of him talking about, everyone leaving no jumper, the craziness that's been going on no jumper, then academics. Act owes 100K, pay your debt. Nigga, bye. He don't owe you shit. He don't owe you a pot to piss in. He don't owe you 5 measly cents. If you want your 100K,
oh, there you go.
Somebody better tell that man take his own damn advice. Anyway, we are going to look into this here, some of this interview here. I want you guys to hear some of this interview that this guy did, this Sharp guy. This I wouldn't call him a YouTube maven. I would call him a no jumper maven. He's a no jumper star. The no jumper star. The Sharp one, the no jumper star. And I want to stop it right there for just a moment. So Sharp is just, I feel like Sharp is the kind of person who he talks too much. He really does. Like, he talks too much. The way he likes to lie, if you don't want to hear him lie, don't ask him no questions. That right there. If you don't want to hear Sharp, the Sharp one, lie, don't ask him any questions. Because, see, he loves to lie about real shit. And then when it comes to this tech shit, you know how many motherfuckers are on right now that lied and said this person put me on to this or that person? No, you simply just telling everybody that your ass didn't know shit about the internet. You sound like a 50-year-old man man. You sound like the old motherfucker who sits in the living room and screams at his son for playing the PS2 too loud or playing the PS3 too loud, whatever it is they play nowadays. He don't even sound like he's 36. He sound like he's 56. For real. He's like an old ass motherfucker right now. Sharp is not aware that anytime in this day and time we live in, anytime motherfuckers start talking about the internet or start talking about, even this podcast, like they don't know what's going on or they didn't never hear about, you sound like an old ass motherfucker. You sound like a 50-some-year-old man. For real. You sound older than what you are when you start talking like that about the internet. It's so much stuff nowadays that's internet based. When you start talking like that, you sound 20 years older than what you are. Real talk. You sound 20 years older than what you are. You do. You sound 20 years older than what you are. Him talking like this on the internet about the internet, he just added 20 years to his 36th birthday. For real, he just added 20 years there automatically. Like people looking at like this old motherfucker, he don't know nothing about the internet. Like that's how people look at that. Like this old motherfucker don't know nothing about the internet. That's how people, especially people under 25, that's definitely how they look at you. They look at you like this old motherfucker don't know nothing about the internet. Like this man, he don't know nothing about tech. Like, because on some real shit, anybody can open up an Instagram. My 50-year-old auntie got an Instagram account. She been had an Instagram for about 3 years now. Anybody can have, and don't start talking about Facebook. Everybody aunts and uncles can find them on Facebook. Why? Because they old asses got Facebook. Everybody already know that. So when it comes to social media, you can have that or whatever. You can have a Instagram or a TikTok or a Twitter or what have you. But when you start talking about what's going on the internet, like you didn't know and I wasn't aware and I'm not tuned in to, you sound like a 50-year-old man. You sound like a 50-year-old man, real talk. You sound like an old ass man, for real. You do. So I would advise him, but can't nobody advise this nigga. Because like I said, he's extremely hard-headed and he's extremely hot-headed. Sharp is a 36-year-old man running around here like he's still 22. Real talk. He's a 36-year-old man running around like he's still 22, 21, 22 years old. So you can't advise a person with a mindset like that. He don't need no advisory because you can't, But one thing for sure, if you don't want to hear him tell a lie, don't ask him no questions.
Call Daygo.
Back to the audio. And I don't know why he has such a problem with opening up his Instagram. You ain't nobody. Like, I don't know why it's not like you some millionaire kid that's done been to Italy, on whole summer vacations. Like, you ain't nobody gonna hold your pimp ass for ransom. So what's the problem? Nobody's about to hold this grown ass nutcase for ransom, this broke ass, grown ass nutcase for ransom. And you know what? I heard the soft white underbellies that Sharp did. One thing I can say, all the interviews that he's had, what he said in his soft white underbelly versus hearing him talk on different, hearing snippets of him talk on different podcasts he's done, he's the one with the broken mind. He is the one with the broken mind. He does. He has a broke nigga's mindset. He really does. And he shows it every time he talks. He talks long enough and you will hear that mindset if he talks long enough. And it's so bad because it's like he's not even aware of that. That man, he's really not aware of that. But he has a low class, low life, broke nigga type of mindset. He doesn't even know that. And it's crazy because here this guy is, he's a good-looking guy, he's a good-looking TV guy. He needs to clean his mouth up though, because, and I don't mean his speech. I mean his mouth. I'm not talking about his speech. I'm talking about his mouth. He needs to clean his mouth up. He needs to go get some teeth work done. He needs to stop smoking cigarettes. Every time he's on camera, he's got to be smoking something or drinking something. Every time he's on camera. Like, what are you doing? Why do you have to be smoking and drinking every time you're on camera? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, there's something wrong, buddy. Why do you have to be smoking and drinking every time you're on camera? Why? Like, really, why do you have to be smoking and drinking every time you're on camera? Like, stop. That's not attractive. Adam, we've only seen him smoke or drink on camera a handful of times. You know, anything that Sharp can't debunk is exactly what I'll say. Because he needs somebody to talk about him like that so he can understand and know exactly how he's being perceived. Because he's being perceived differently from what he thinks. And that's this fucker's biggest problem. He doesn't understand that he's being perceived a lot differently from what he thinks. For real. And when you're thinking that people are thinking of you one way and they're really perceiving you in a different way, you do have some delusion going on. You do. You have some delusion. He said that a woman was the one that brought him into the pimp game. That's what he said. That a woman brought him into the ism when he was 13, 14 years old. You know, you never know what you're picking up on when you're a man and you want to be surrounded by nothing but women. You don't know what you're picking up on. And that's one thing I will say about him. Men who was listening to Flame Monroe tell y'all to go take your son fishing because look at how he turned out. The same thing can be said about Sharp. Son, you know, men, take y'all sons fishing, show y'all sons how to become men, because otherwise they'll end up like Sharp. Being raised by an ill-gotten bitch to do fucked up shit in the world and pretend like it's cool. There was nothing cool about this guy before he became a member of the No Jumper staff. Whether he's a 1099 employee or whether he's not an employee, whatever. I don't give a fuck. You know, DJ Academics keeps want to talk about the technicalities. Oh, you're an employee. Well, technically a 1099er and a contractor can be an employee depending on what you're being contracted for. When you're super replaceable, technically you're an employee. Technically. And over there, No Jumper, is Sharp replaceable? I would not say that he's not replaceable. I would not say that very fast. I wouldn't say that very fast, that he's just, oh my God, he's just replaceable over there. No, I wouldn't say that very fast. Sharp is not aware of how many other people born in September that has the heightened fame spirit on their life who are just out there waiting to get on No Jumper. They haven't been discovered by them. They may be in the same situation as Sharp is in. They might not be aware of shit like No Jumper. They might not be aware of shit like Soft White Underbelly. He needs to make it where he's more of a proponent over there. He's more of a proponent over there. That's how he needs to make it. But he's not. The only way he's going to do that is to build up his own platform outside of No Jumper in order for him to be basically a need over there in No Jumper. And he's not trying to do that. He's busy going around talking about niggas owe me $100K. That's what he's busy doing. Like I said earlier about Sharp, he's the kind of man, he wants to play the part of a bitch without anyone ever calling him one. Okay, cut. Before we begin with this, why does he always have to start smoking and drinking on camera? Why he can't, that, like I said, Sharp Robert Swanger, that man done sold his fucking soul to Las Vegas. Like, why do you have to be smoking and drinking every time your ass get on camera? God damn. Why can't you just be? Why can't you just be? I don't know why he always sitting up talking about everybody in such a militant slang. He's calling women maggots. He called DJ Academics by his real ass name. Sharp wouldn't last one day in military school, and he wouldn't last one day in the army. Somebody militant needs to catch on to how this man be talking. I'm gonna let Reese brother take a look at this dude, and I'm gonna tell him how he be talking. This man be talking like he is in the military. Nigga, you ain't never been in the military a day in your life, and ain't none of your Johns been military niggas. Where you get off talking this military slang? Cause Sharp be acting like he's a gook. Sharp do. He act like he's a gook. Is Sharp a gook? Is he a gook? Let's get to the best part when he started talking about DJ Academics. Sharp be like, I'm gonna get my own shit. I'm gonna get my own shit. Sharp be like, I'm gonna get my own shit. I'm gonna get my own shit. Anyway, I'm trying to get to the part where he was speaking on DJ Academics and this $100,000 and how he needs to let this go, because I'm telling you right now, I don't know on Clubhouse who would be willing, because I hear Sharp talk to these little boys on Clubhouse all the time about this 100K and, you know, oh, we need to go to New Jersey and I ought to go up there and be at that nigga doorstep and all that kind of stuff. I do hear him talking like that on Clubhouse. He do. I taps in to all the lives that Sharp is on, because I feel like if anything happens to DJ Academics because of Sharp, we're gonna have to give Sharp some gook time. We're gonna have to give some gook time. Gook time. He's a gook. Sharp is a gook. Now, nigga,
Daygo.
On that. Anyway, let's have some more fun with Sharp. No, I'm serious. If he does anything DJ Academics, bro, I'm leaving Westlaco. I'm coming to look for this pimp piece of shit. Nah, I don't know. I feel like, you know, Reese brother was saying that shit too. He was like, that dude's crazy, man. He said, pimps are fucking crazy. I'm like, well, I said, do y'all have any pimps in the army? And he was like, no. He said, ain't nobody pimping nobody in the army except for the sergeants. And and he wasn't talking about pimp, you know, as in the way Sharp is pimping bitches. He's talking about people like, you know, having a little bit of Samaritanship and shit like that. But you know, or seniorityship and shit like that. That's what he was talking about. But anyway, yeah, this dude always got a cigarette in hand. He always got a drink in hand and a cigarette in hand. Like, you are just the devil, sir. He just needs to he needs a woman gave him some guidance. Maybe a woman will start guiding him through this entertainment shit. Maybe so, before he gets his head blown off. He keeps talking about trying to go find people for big amounts of money that he's not owed. Nobody cares about your gambling habit. That's another thing I was saying. They were saying on Clubhouse that Sharp has had a gambling problem. And maybe DJ Academics, you feeling like that man owe you 100K and him not giving it to you, maybe that will curb his gambling. You got to curb shit. You got to curb it. Maybe that will curb his gambling. I hate people with too many damn vices. And this man got a whole lot. That's why I don't think that man married. That man got a whole lot of vices. But I like I said, I'm not one to talk about nobody being fine who has set up on the internet for the past 2 years and just sucked all the sexy out of light-skinnedness. Okay? That's what Sharp done did. This nigga done sucked all the sexy out of light-skinnedness. For real. He done sucked all the sexy. I mean, for himself. He ain't did it for other light skin. I'm talking about for him. He has sucked all of the sexy light-skinnedness out of his light-skinnedness with his damn mouth. For real. For real. He done sucked all of it out. He just, Probably sucking on wee wee with his pimp ass. Most of them pimps be like that anyway. Let's get to the good part.
Call Daygo. 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 Call Daygo.
Oh, you like to gamble. Wait. We're gonna stop this right here. This man's probably trying to say that this man who done sold his soul to Las Vegas, trying to say that another man likes to gamble. We're gonna pull his card right here now. Yeah, it's been said on Clubhouse plenty of times that Sharp has had a gambling habit over the past 15 years. This guy's had he's been gambling since before he was even old enough to go into a casino legally, and that this guy has a gambling habit. So yeah, like what are you talking about? What are you talking about? This guy is got a gambling habit. You don't need to be saying nobody has a gambling habit. Because, if Sharp does have a gambling habit, he showed it off already anyway. He showed it off already anyway because let me tell you what he did. He's been all over Clubhouse. He's been all like he's saying right here in this interview. He owed me 100K and I want my 100K. Didn't y'all like make some little bet on that YouTube video that's up for everybody to see and hear? Also, it's also up for everybody to see and hear DJ Academic saying over and over, I'm not giving that nigga nothing. I'm not giving that dude shit. So yeah, let's talk about it. That's bad because in this picture right here on my avatar here, you guys see where the speaker is coming out at? This is my avatar. I've got a confession to make. I have made some money out in Vegas on the strip. Yeah. 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 Well, we spent about $4,000 out there in Vegas, going out there for one weekend. Let's just say, I made about 35% of that back while I was out there. Just to be having fun. I was just doing it for fun. Like I was just doing it for fun, and I made about 35% of that back while we were out there. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Yes, we know, Sharp. You've never had any beef with anyone, but you're being a sore ass loser. And I just checked, and yeah, I actually in that weekend, yeah, in that weekend, I did make about 35% of what we paid for the hotel, the car. If you include the cheap Delta tickets, because we bought those Delta tickets like 4 months in advance. Yeah, but if I did, I made about 35% of that back while I was out there. And I just was doing it just to have fun. And me and my homegirl Dominique, we were just out there just having fun. Rick had took us to Las Vegas in 2017, and we were just out there just doing that shit just to have fun. So like just to come back with some of the money that we had spent with it that me and Rick was she came on her own separate flight. So I don't know what she spent to get out there to Vegas, but basically, we me and my ex-husband snuck my homegirl into the hotel. We paid for 2 people to sleep there that night, but it was 3 people there. But anyway, let's go on with the video. We shall. Anyway, I don't want to continue going over this dude. This dude is like a fucking male train wreck. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just we're gonna wrap this up. It's been real. This guy's weird. But I'm sure I won't be seeing people like Sharp over there in Balboa Park. So he needs to
Call Daygo. 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 Call Daygo.